Did you know that Bloody Game X's current MVP, Lee Taegyun, isn't just a police officer and a lawyer, but also once released a song on YouTube? And did you know that the biggest chaos agent after the first 3 episodes, Kim Kyunghoon, comes from an extremely wealthy family, excelled academically, and has lived one of the most unconventional lives in the cast? Today, we're taking a deeper look at the standout figures from episode 3, an absolutely packed 4-hour episode that was worth every minute. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the latest Bloody Game X news, behind-the-scenes stories, and episode breakdowns. The MVP of the episode, Who is Lee Taegyun? Lee Taegyun is walking away as the standout performer of episode 3. And once you learn his background, it makes a lot more sense why. Born in 1995, Lee Taegyun isn't just a reality show contestant. He's an active South Korean police officer and lawyer. He entered the 34th class of the Police Academy's Department of Public Administration, later earned a graduate degree in policy studies from Seoul National University, and even served as student dean during his academy years. On top of that, he graduated from Kyunghoon National University Law School in March 2026 and passed South Korea's 15th bar examination in April 2026. Honestly, a resume like his, active duty police officer, National Police University graduate, a master's degree in public administration from Seoul National University, former student dean, and now a licensed lawyer, is genuinely rare in Korea. It's less academic prodigy and more elite public service talent, the kind of well-rounded profile you don't often see competing on a survival show. He's actually the first known public official in Korea, outside of politicians, to appear on a survival game show. This isn't his first time in the genre either. He previously competed on Bloody Game back in its very first season in 2021, and also appeared on Project Genius. In episode 3 of Bloody Game X, all of that experience showed. He balanced deduction, strategy, and social politics almost effortlessly, led key breakthroughs in the second mystery round, and held his ground morally by refusing to betray fellow player Nam-hee. Fans are already comparing him to legendary players from past survival shows and calling him the frontrunner to win the entire season. It's rare to see someone this composed under pressure, and given his real-life career in law enforcement and law, maybe that's exactly why. The Chaos Agent, Kim Kyunghoon's wild backstory. Not every storyline was inspiring, and Kim Kyunghoon from The Challengers has become the most talked about disruptor of the season. In episode 3, he repeatedly fed his team false information and made unpredictable calls that hurt their chances, eventually leaking intel to a rival team, something fans saw as a full-blown betrayal. But his chaotic reputation didn't start here. Kim Kyunghoon is a former actor turned entrepreneur, born in 1988 in Seoul's Apgujeongdong, one of the wealthiest and most prestigious neighborhoods in the city. After graduating from the international program at Minjok Academy, an elite boarding school known for its highly competitive admissions and expensive tuition, he headed to the United States to study materials engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, suggesting that his family was in a very strong financial position. But partway through his freshman year, he took a leave of absence and flew back to Korea to chase a completely different dream, becoming a celebrity. In 2009, he appeared on the show Seo In-young's New Friend and landed a small role in the film Itaewon Murder Case. When that entertainment career didn't work out, he returned to the United States in 2010 to finish his engineering degree, then came back to Korea once again to complete a graduate program in chemical and biological engineering at Seoul National University. Today, he runs multiple companies, including a bio-consumer goods brand and Korea's first caffeine-free alternative coffee shop in Seoul. On the survival show front, this isn't new territory for him either. He's a veteran of the genre, having appeared on The Genius in 2014 and its grand final in 2015. Followed by Black Sheep Game and Gold Spoon War. Longtime fans even nicknamed him the Troll and Black Sheep because of his long history of stirring up drama. So when viewers say his behavior in episode 3 fits a pattern, they're not exaggerating. This is a guy with a decade-long reputation for creating chaos in this exact genre. The team everyone's rooting for. If there's one team earning near universal praise, it's Team P3. They're being called the smartest and most cohesive group in the competition, with every member contributing something different: sharp logic, calm leadership, and strong tactical thinking. One member, Hyseon, delivered a major redemption moment by cracking the decisive final keyword after graduating from Durham University in 2025 with a master's degree in data science, bioinformatics, and biological modeling. She's another STEM girl boss who now works as a data scientist and model. Her performance marked a huge turnaround after some rough showings in previous seasons. With virtually no weak links and excellent team chemistry, P3 is quickly becoming the team everyone expects to beat. The messiest team in the game. Team P2 is being singled out as the most dysfunctional group this season, dealing with internal drama, backstabbing, and accusations of freeloading. Yoonbi, in particular, is being criticized for talking big while contributing very little to the actual gameplay. Fans have even joked that Yoonbi and Seungju only came on the show to provide comic relief. Jinhyung remains the team's only consistently effective player, but he's still unpopular because of his reputation from previous seasons. It's a sharp contrast to the harmony we're seeing from P3, and it's raising real questions about whether P2 can hold itself together as the competition intensifies. The rookie who's turning heads. Team Rookies may not have come out on top this episode, but they put up a genuinely strong fight, and one player in particular stole the spotlight: Gwonhee. Longtime viewers can't help but smile every time he's paired with Hyseon, since the two are still bringing that familiar singles inferno chemistry, the playful bickering, the little moments of pouting and affection that made them one of the show's most talked about pairs, even though they were never actually a real-life couple outside the dating show. But beyond the nostalgic callbacks, Gwonhee is proving he's much more than just a familiar face. Coming into the season, he was mostly known as a physical, athlete-type contestant, so expectations for his strategic gameplay were fairly modest. That made it even more surprising when he impressed across the board, showing sharp thinking during the cube puzzle, and delivering the strongest individual performance in the deathmatch by scoring the most points while multitasking under intense pressure. Viewers are calling it one of the biggest positive surprises of the season, saying his gameplay and instincts looked far more polished than anyone expected. Between the nostalgic chemistry and the unexpectedly strong gameplay, Gwonhee is quickly becoming one of this season's most talked about wildcards. What did you think of the latest episode? Which cast member or team are you rooting for, and why? Drop your predictions in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe for more coverage after every episode.